computer. Recording is progress. Everybody sees that? Perfect, perfect. Hello, everybody all around the world, wherever you are. You have a lunch time in Canada. We have almost evening here in Europe. So hello to everyone. And please just warmly welcome on this open discussion, on this, let's say, open session about what is life design. Because life design, it's a, let's say, topic that we now are talking about a lot, and not everyone knows what it's all about and what is behind it, actually. And so just for this recording, because we are here in as who we are, but as I know, there are a lot of people on there. Oh, two men. We have two men. Hi, Elio. But there are men, there are people, and they are watching on their vacation. Maybe they are somewhere on the beach. So just let them wish beautiful vacation. And you all who will ever watch this recording, just be relaxed. Feel free to ask. Just be curious. What about is valuable for you? And let's spend like really one nice hour with ourselves. My name is Martina Fau. I am the founder of a really new creation, new product, the baby that is born. It's Life Design International School and the Life Design Concept. And with me today, guiding this hour is amazing Marie Stopovich. So hello, Marie, would you please introduce yourself from your place of work you really like to wish that people should remember you for this hour?
Absolutely. So thank you so much, Martina. So currently I am Director of Growth with the Global Institute for Evolving Women, and very much in all about empowering people, women, men, to be their very, very best. Where I have come from is both an educational background and a business background. So as an educator, teacher, vice principal of a school, I left to take over the construction company about 10 years ago. And in the company, our whole goal was to grow people to their full potential. And even though we were renovating and building houses, what we really were all about was growing people. So I love the work of the idea of the human design, because in the company, what really set us apart was the systems that we used to take people through the process of a renovation using architectural designers on staff. And we had coordinators, design coordinators who got to know the clients, really spent time finding out what their tastes were, what their talents, what they loved, what was important to them in their renovation or their new home construct, and how we could best deliver on that. So it was a real hand-in-hand process from the beginning until the very end into warranty stages. And that separated the company, my company, from many of the others who just didn't take that kind of time to build that rapport, that relationship, that personal one-on-one coaching to really get the product. So award-winning companies, done very well. You can certainly look me up anytime on the internet. You can see what the business is up to. I have since sold the construction portion of the company, and the work, the true work, which is growing people to their full potential, is where my heart and my passion are. So I am here in support of the work of life design work and want to explore more of what that means and really bring that forward as such an important opportunity for people as we build our lives and design our lives to the best of what it is that we desire in our hearts, and then we get to live in those beautiful designs. So that's who I am. So thank you, Martina, for inviting me here.
Thank you, Marie, for joining and coming here. And this is actually kind of like nature, very spontaneous bridge to what we will talk about today. Because Marie is talking about renovating, she is talking about designing. And what I know about her business is that they really came from the place to ask people what they need, what they want, what they are passionate about, what they really like, what is functional for them, you know, what they would like to explore or what they would like to experience. And actually, this is the idea of the whole life design concept. Because life design concept is here for people to really let them look at themselves from the different perception, from different perspective. From the in the first pillar, then I will introduce you, but from the first pillar, it's about, meet your gifts and talents, meet your qualities, really experience who you are. Because sometimes we feel, as I see you, can you hear me well? Whole day, my connection is stable. Don't tell me that 8 o'clock is unstable. Okay, we'll see. I hope it will be really. Is it still like? I will put some. Some text under this if it's wrong. So, life design is about exploring yourself first, to experience who you are, to touch your soul, to really create from a place of satisfaction, of success, to go where you want to go. And because our environment support us as well, how we work, where we live, how we like it, or how our offices look like, because we still need to harmonize our yin and yang energy. That is so important in our transformation, or in people's transformation, or in educational transformation, no matter, to count also with environment. And the other thing is coaching, because coaching is part of this kind of like vision, goal, strategy, action, because we cannot only think about something we want, or thinking about, how our environment would be beautiful if. We really need this part of partnership, that someone takes our hand and guide us through all these change and transformation. So I just touched a bit right now what is life design about, because it's kind of like synergy of 3 concepts. It's a synergy of discovering our gifts, talents, and qualities by human design system. It's about creating and designing our space and environment for the best living and working, and the coaching and mentoring towards to really get it. Yes. So, okay.
So tell us a little bit more about the backstory of life design. What is it that makes life design different from other coaching programs or programs for growth for individuals?
It's in this synergy, kind of, because it's very complex. Actually, this is very funny. This creation is pretty new, but all this has been creating and being with me all my life. Because I've been studying this system for years, and I just put the umbrella this year on everything I'm doing right now, and say, hey, why to do only coaching for people, or why people think I do only Feng Shui for him, why people think I'm working with their gifts and talents. I do everything actually in one thing. And if we can have interior designers to design our beautiful space, if we can have architects to create and build our beautiful house, then we can also need someone who will, let's say, build our life so we can live happily, successfully, and it's not only work. It's nothing that we are writing a magazine. It's a real transformation. And, when you are at the age of 20, then you often need to think about how will my life look like, not to repeat mistakes of my family, of my mom or dad or whatever. Young people now, they want a lot. They want more. They want to build a life the way they really want to live. And then when you are 40 or 50, you think, I'm still young not to try new things, not to experiment with something else, So how should I redesign my life? My life is good. My life is not bad, but maybe I want something more, or I want something different, So the kind of transformation or change, it's so important to be complex. So complexity, synergy, this flow, this is, Marie, what I think it's the extraordinary essence of life design concept.
It sounds to me very much that you're really looking at the cultural approach of how we live our lives and how our may have lived our lives in the past needs to grow and change because we're no longer in an old culture, or we're in between, or we're trying to create a new culture. Can you tell us about how that might show up, or what that's like in the life design curriculum? Did you catch that?
Yes. I know it's kind of uncivil. I know it. If it's really words, I will try to go somewhere else. Okay, just tell me. Oh, it's perfectly fit. It's actually it's a passion for me, Marie, to introduce life design concept as a part of transformational new age concept. It's not about, can you hear me, or should I really move?
You're okay. Right now, you're good. Right now, we can hear you.
So, it's kind of transformational new way of living, modern living. Actually, whole life design concept brings together the wisdom of past, the wisdom of nature, the wisdom of cycles that we cannot change. This is just here. And it's up to us. If we know it, we cannot do anything with it, but we can control it in our simple lives. And there, with this wisdom, comes innovative systems, because there's a lot of innovation. There's innovative, great technical systems we have. So bring all these concepts, 3 pillars together. It means to work more on something like traditional with new, with yin and yang, with female and male principles, and that's it. And actually, I would like to also educate children, it's kind of social skill program. This is important too, to communicate better, to understand each other better way.
I think that's absolutely brilliant and so needed in our society today, as transformation is occurring. And in order to really move individuals and groups forward, and companies and businesses, the business is such a powerful vehicle for transformational work, because we're in those groups. So the work you're doing. So Martina, do you take individuals, or do you work with groups of people, or do you work with with businesses? So how does that look, and what would you love to have the opportunity to really create within, let's say, systems within companies?
Yeah, both. Because usually people need to start from themselves. So no matter if they are entrepreneurs or if they are company leaders, CEOs, no matter, they are just, it's a person, man or woman, So usually people sometimes come for their own need by themselves, to be like a client and be guided through whole this journey. But I also create this program for groups to understand more the group dynamic, so they can more and better collaborate with themselves. They more understand, what's the need of this group also, and how to listen, why to wait on someone's response, because human design tells us, your response, your type is really quick, but my response is not that quick. Wait for me. So it makes people, it actually creates a clarity between people. So that's why I also work with groups. And these, like individuals and groups, they are clients. But also the new part is to really educate also people in some level, in be able to teach life design as the part of their businesses, because it should make an impact. It's not about me. It's about a concept that can help people. So if anyone will come and take this concept, and use whatever is useful in their culture frame, wherever, wow, why not?
Yeah. So you work with companies and you work with systems within businesses. And how do you work individually? Let's say if, just the business owner or someone within the company or just someone who's interested in growing comes to work with Life Design. How would they get started? What kinds of things might they expect? What could they look forward to in the experience of taking a Life Design program with you?
And it's all group there. You mean, did you go?
Yes, like if an individual wanted to come, let's say I want to improve myself. I'm all about growing to my full potential. And I'm so interested. I am. You've given me that original Life Design format where I look at my strengths and I look at the things that I'm naturally good at. And now I really want to build on that. I'm entering a whole new realm in my life. So I've sold the company. I'm looking at, I have a hard time with the word retirement, but a new cycle for my life, my third act. How will Life Design and the Feng Shui principles support me as I go forward?
Yeah. So now, actually, whole Life Design International is here. So you didn't choose. You can work on it, let's say, with me, but also what I expect, and this is what I feel and see is more. Also, a group also supports time. So
Tina, you're breaking up quite a bit. Is that how everyone else is hearing it too? Alana, are you hearing? So breaking up. Are you able to go sit in another spot in your home where the internet might be a bit stronger?
You can hear. You hear me?
I can hear you,
because
but that's not your picture. I hear you.
No, because this is okay. This is Zoom we use for coaching students. It's our coaching Zoom. Cool. So
it's how it goes. I mean, we're working with technology. We've got people on different continents here this afternoon for me. Evening for those.
This is like really. I am here. Let me just bring my light here so you can see me better. Okay, see how Hamel's action this whole day it's working perfectly and well. And now maybe, okay. So I'm sorry for this, but I'm pretty sure you are. I'm sorry.
No worries. This is life.
It's usually, this place is usually safe, So
yeah. Well, that's okay. No worries. This is how life works sometimes. Sometimes things work smoothly and beautiful. Everything looks
so okay.
Oh my gosh. So, that's a funny screensaver that you've got. There you are. Beautiful. You're back. Is it better?
Really much important than my background. Okay. So yes, Marie, you can by you can me as a coach. This is what I see.
Martina, you're still breaking up.
Oh, maybe take your earbuds out. Maybe it's the earbuds. I don't know. Let's try it. Let's try it without the earbuds.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, yes. That's so much better. Yay. You might even be able to put your background back on.
I would never. You know how responsible I would never, ever do this to you.
You're fine. You look great. And you sound so crisp and clear now.
Okay, great. I'm going to try.
So tell us again.
Yes. And again, so I will not repeat this individual way, but what is important? I feel the need of collective energy too. When you want to grow, I think it's really important because it gives you brainstorming of new ideas. You know, it gives you this, it gives you actually new perspective on things that you could feel like, okay, I would never ever say I can try. And it's about courage too, you know. So that's why I created school, because of this collective energy. You know, not only to work by myself as a one-on-one coach. So you, Marie, you can go and actually we are opening on September 19th the first level of course, Design Your Life master course, which is about exploring, 8-week journey of exploring. So you can step into this course. It's actually the basic one.
And there, so even for us who've done many different personal growth, we've been involved in it a long time, there's always a new way to look at things. That's how that's a perspective I would come from, that taking another look at it from another angle with new conversations moves life forward. So tell me about how the Feng Shui connects with the life design. How does that kind of collaboration and awareness work?
Hey, this is actually the same. Okay, I'm thinking about some good example. When you really want to be creative or really have harmonious space for your living or whatever, you must feel the right energy around you. It's not only about your gifts and talents. It's not only about your strength. It's mostly also about how do I feel at my home? How do I feel at in my office? You know, and just an example, and just check it in your house or with your kids or wherever you will be with neighbors or colleagues. Usually people have their table just put, you know, right next to the wall. So they watch the wall when they are working on computer or writing something, right? Because of course, it's very logical because you have all this electricity stuff there, so why not? But imagine what this is doing with your energy. Oh, you want to create? You want to have new ideas? You really want to grow? And you are watching the wall? Wow, how come? So Feng Shui says, you need a phoenix. You need to control the space. You need this beauty, see the beautiful energy, you know, that is creative, because energy in a space is so important. And because I am also the one who is thinking like, okay, Feng Shui, does it really work? So 2014, I really built a house, whole Feng Shui house. I'm just like, okay, if I should teach people that these Feng Shui principles works, we really built a whole house. And the energy, even the house was not done yet, was so different, like really different, with all these nature materials, with the smell of, you know, all the wood and metal and fire and water, you know, and the earth. So how it can be, it really supports your growth when you are at the right place, on the right, and you go right direction, you know. And this is about Feng Shui is, because Feng Shui is it's 3,000-4,000 years old China. It doesn't ask if you believe or not. It just here, you know, so use it or not.
It's beautiful metaphors. I really can relate to that when looking at design. So if someone wants to have a renovation, they're tired of their existing kitchen or their bathroom, they're tired of the way it looks, and they want to create a new design. They want to really make something that's different, so they feel differently in the function of the space that they're in. So the human design and working actually in physical space, house renovations or construction, is so related. It's just such a good metaphor. So I love that. I really get that. And the importance of having a coach like you and I chat design and their life moving forward, what the value of that is. So I know it in the construction industry. So you tell us why having a coach is so important for, well, highly functioning people, but they still to have a coach to go through these transformational times. Why is that so important, Martina?
Because it's a partner. Your coach should be a partner. And your coach should be able to listen for you what you don't listen for yourself. This is very important. You know, the magic of coach, it's not that it's giving you only the questions. Of course, your coach gives you the great questions, but your coach is there to let you see what you cannot by your eyes, you know, by your feelings, give you the feedback, the right feedback that will let you grow. And your coach should be for you there. It's my job, like my perception, 24 hours a day. It's not about to meet your coach twice a month and say, oh, I did this, I did that, so dopamine is done, you know, and just let's continue. No, because sometimes people experience that they are so excited when they are going out of the coaching session. But then in the morning, they just wake up and feel like, shit, I don't trust myself at all. What did I say last night? You know, so this is very important, you know, to have a coach to really go through your change. And it's not about to be dependent on your coach, you know. Actually, this is very funny because usually people want the customers to come back. And we coaches, us coaches, we say, I really, one day, I don't want to see you. I really want to feel your power. I really want to feel that you have nothing to go back for, you know, to me, only maybe to share some of your success. And of course, when people work with coaches, I have my clients and they are coming back like in some period of time, you know, once a year or twice a year or whatever, because they are changing their positions or they want just they hire people, they really want to make and create good team or whatever. But, you know, this transformation, you cannot do it even I cannot do it by myself. And I know coaching, and I wouldn't do it for myself at all.
That's great. And I see a lot of our guests here nodding in that regard. Perhaps we could ask some experience from our participants about the value of having a coach, someone that you can call when you've got one of those anxious moments or a feeling of doubt creeps in, or you just need reassurance or to bounce an idea off someone. Would anyone like to share their experience and the value of personal coaching in support of growth?
And I will take little table
I'll share.
Okay.
So I'm a very big fan of coaching. I think it's changed my life in many ways. I think it opens you up to different perspectives, different views. You also explore, again, Martina talked about it, but you explore your talents, you get rooted and more confident in how to use them. Like, for example, I didn't know that I had quite a powerful voice, apparently. I didn't know that until meeting Martina. We did my human design profile and coaching. And with that, I've started to use my voice a lot more and be more comfortable and confident, which in turn is changing my business and my life. And then having my human design chart read by Martina was quite an eye-opening experience, because I'm a projector, and I don't know if any of you know about projectors, but projectors always I've always felt a little bit like my ideas weren't heard or looked at, and that is a little bit of the projector's way, because we are meant to wait for the invitation. We are meant to guide people into a new way of being, but that can only be done when people are ready to listen. And you just have to, create and show up with what you're passionate about. So this has completely changed my way of being and working and showing up. And it's a lot more flowy, because now I know when somebody says, oh, they don't want to hear, I'm like, okay, not my place, and then I just move on to the next one. And I find the right people to work with, collaborate with, or customers, or yeah.
It's definitely made a difference for you. Yeah, it's my experience too. Thanks, Alana.
Thanks.
Vika,
Yeah.
did you want?
Yeah. a few things actually. I think it was really beautiful, Martina, that you said that like coaching is not that 1 hour appointment in a week. It starts when you get up in the morning and feel scared again. And then a good coach also follows up then. So that's really, really important, because if you go to a coach once a week or once a month or whatever, I fall in the trap of trying to perform for my coach and not being myself. So I think it's really important that a good coach has 24/7 follow-up, and that's what you do. And also, what was very striking in my human design reading, what you did, is I always heard the sentence, act, don't react. And you changed it around, because I am a manifesting generator. And for me, it's very important to listen to my first reactions. That doesn't mean that I have to act upon them, but I have to learn to listen to them, because they tell me who I am and what is important for me. So that was really, really an eye opener. And it does change the way I act now. So a lot of things. I could talk forever, but it's not my half an hour. So go ahead.
Tremendous value. The gentleman on iPhone 11, I don't know what your name is, but would you be so willing as to share your thoughts about personal coaching, the coaching that goes along with transformation work? We lost him.
Sorry, I'm here.
Okay. So tell us your name first off.
Elios. I'm Ilana's husband.
Yes. Okay. So good to see you.
So good to see you. No, it's true. Like Bika said, she's always there to help, and it's always nice to be able to talk to her. Like you said, not on a daily basis, but whenever you feel like it.
Yeah.
Understand?
Yeah. When the need is there.
Yeah. And she's helping me a lot, I hope.
Yeah. Fabulous.
This is so fabulous. This is fantastic to all hear you, because this is, if someone, and actually this is big, unique in this life design concept. It's not kind of normal coaching, just because I'm running Czech coaching school with my colleague. So we really teach coaches from the basis to the professional level, and it's beautiful work. But on the other hand, it's not an approach. Every coach has different approach, and people need to find the right coach for them, And I would like to bring to life design school really, let's say, part of coaching to understand people need us all the time. You need each other. You need to talk. You need to have support. And when you say to someone, I'm going next to you and I am here with you on your transformational journey, I cannot be there only twice a month, So this is only kind of different coaching. But to say it's in my experience, it's something I've grown to, Of course, I didn't coach this way 10 years ago because I didn't know. And now I feel this pillar of life design concept that is coaching, it's really necessary to know technically. So how to create really safe space for people to teach new things. This is also very important, because coaches, they cannot judge. They cannot say, oh, this is bad. And really, do you think, you really think that you will achieve this? Can you imagine how your brain will go with, oh, really, Marie, are you sure about your goals? This is something what coaches cannot say, never, ever. They must feel it's not appropriate question. So it's technical thing, it's skillful coach, but also the essence of what it means to really be a guide. It's maybe something you have to also be a bit born with, or to be educated by someone who understands. So this is what we would like to provide as a school too, this approach, this kind of coaching.
Mhm.
Uh,
And in Alana?
Yeah, I just want to say, I think the main thing that I find, and that's why I was so excited about your project, is that this is stuff they don't teach us at school. You know, they don't teach us how to be like that and how to show up in the world and how to have those relationships or those talks or to talk or to explore our talents. In school, we are taught to conform to a system, but I don't think that system fits us anymore. So I love the concept of this. It's a whole new, and it feels fresher, and it's celebrating the individual, and that's what I love.
Mhm. Yeah, the individual, strong individuals build strong companies, and strong companies build strong societies. Yeah, we're building people. Yes, love it.
That's beautifully said. Yes, strong individuals create strong families, strong and healthy communities, all cities and all, because if we are healthy person, then we can provide something what is healthy. It's our energy, it's a vibration. So that's the reason why to start with ourselves.
Mhm, mhm. And the program that you've got starting in September, is it designed for the individual, or is it designed for like groups within companies? Tell us about that actual course that you've got designed.
So excited about it. Can be both. So people, they come as an individuals, but if there is a group of 5 running the same company or whatever, they also can join, because they will work together, but they will work separately, of course, because it's not like for the closed groups. So, but it's designed to be in one space during 2-hour mentoring. And then to have individual kind of work, between the sessions. So it really, you can observe, you can identify, you can go into your deep why and what and who I am, and then share it together and changing groups. And there are 2 amazing mentors of this program. So, and they have so much to give and say. That is Lana and it's Bika. So this is a gift that is so fantastic with their gifts and talents, because people, they need examples. It's not only about me to talk somewhere, in some theoretical way, but also see how it really works in real life when you have your power, when you use your gifts and talents, or when you talk about things that you are passionate.
That sounds pretty exciting. So there's synergy. You talk about synergy, you talk about needs for the self and for others. You talk about understanding our gifts and talents and the environment that you're creating and moving us forward. And I know that you're doing this program in English. So tell us why you're delivering this program in particular in English.
Because English, it's the language that centralizes people. Because you can be Spanish, you are usually able to speak English, because when you are in Canada, it's maybe your native language, but there are a lot of people, mostly people, and English is not their language, so we would not understand to each other. And I really wish with life design concept to have like international impact, not because of me, but because of people, because the topic, our lives, they are pretty very similar or the same, no matter where you live. If I am in Prague, you are in Belgium, Antwerp, you are in Edmonton. Wow, and what? We are going through same life cycles. We are solving such a things that are so similar. And what I really think is that when you share with someone from other country, other culture, or with people who actually have so different nationalities and they are put into some culture during their life, well, it's an enrichment, so that's why it is in English, not because I feel that strong in English, but because the English is the language we can usually understand, like everybody can understand.
Yeah, it reaches a bigger audience in a way. And I feel I would love to have learned more than one language and a little bit of 2 others, but it's I think Europeans are way ahead of Canadians or even Americans in the number of languages that are more fluently spoken. So you're doing a service and creating an opportunity for those who are only really fluent in one language to participate and get to know people on a global level. It's a gift. It's a gift to English speaking folks like me who, for whatever reason, have not mastered a second or third or fourth or fifth language, as I know several of you have.
Maybe. Thank you, Mari. If I can, there is one example that is coming to my mind. I cannot use it because it's very connected to practical human design. And it's Ilana, if I can say. Ilana speaks like 7 languages, okay? And Ilana, in her human design, she's a profile 6-2, actually the same as Bika. So this is very similar in they both are not that aware of their talents. They might try to find what I'm talented in but they are so talented in many ways. And this profile in human design usually don't see the talents and others see it, So this is very funny. When we met first, Bika, she's been doing such many things. I have no idea when she's doing it all. Just like, okay, I'm doing it. Just like, see how talented you are. Oh, really? This is what her profile, her design says. It's not Bika, but her design is talking the way, really, should I see my talents from other perception? Because people, they really definitely do. And it's the same with Ilana and her languages. Oh, okay, I speak 7 languages. I was just trying to imagine, how would I do that I would really speak 7 languages, And their human design profile is not that aware of this. And that's why sometimes it can be so helpful for people to, from someone else, read the design, because then they are starting to figure it out. Oh, really? Really? Oh, that's perfect. Okay, I should really own it,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's beautiful. Renee, do you have any questions that are percolating in your mind right now?
No, I'm just amazed with the whole program, and Martina is so inspirational. I know from the first time that we spoke, she got me to really presence in the now. I don't recollect the exact question that she had made, but she was getting me to think about what was behind my thoughts from what I knew about myself to come forth. And the way that she phrased things got me to really self-reflect right now about what I was thinking and feeling. And so I thought that she had a very poised and professional, as well as distinct method in getting me to presence. So I just recollect that from our very first meeting, and it was very nice. It was very pleasant and fluid, and it got me to share well. So thank you, Martina.
Renee, thank you so much. And if I can put more words behind yours, see, it's not only about you and for you, but you will give more people your impact. And this is what's going on. We are not doing things just for ourselves at the right moment now. We are doing it, what we do now, it has a reason for impact in the future. This is very important to know.
Yes.
How I decide today, I will impact someone, in the future. And that's why it makes sense also by human design to check, what is my authority? Is my authority in emotions? So am I emotional person? Do I need to wait on my emotional clarity to decide? Because sometimes yes. And to people who has this emotional authority, it might take time. But sometimes you have the fast sacral authority. Oh, so your sacral says, Bika, right away, yes or no, Bika, Or me, I have an instinct. So it's like, it's an information before something happened, yes or no. And if I forget it, it will never come back. So there are many like different, very unique and very helpful thing, which I think is good for people to know. And it's something what they can know in 2 hours of reading. It's nothing you have to wait like half of the year. but work with this information, you know, and explore and experiment with it in life. That's the point, and that's where I think that life design concept should start, you know.
At the individual level.
Thank you.
Yes. Wonderful. That's beautiful.
Because you matter. Remember, this is whatever it is, you matter.
It is. Yeah, that we matter. That's a big, powerful concept, that we matter, and that that there's always more for us to explore and experience, no matter what stage of life we're at. So whether we're in our, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, that there is impact, and that we matter, and what we do matters, and the things that we say and get involved in, it matters. And yeah, I see the work that you're doing, Martina. You matter. It really matters.
You matter. Exactly. And this is also, to be practical, very good thing to know for all projectors, because Ilana, she is a projector, and okay, me too. And it's type of personality that really is focused on others. And for example, who is a builder, as you, Marie, or you, Pika? You matters for building and developing this world. But us, projectors, we are not workers. You know why? Because there is like 68% of generators as you are on this world, and you can really do this job. And this is what Ra Uruhu, as father of human design, said. There is 68% people, and they have their sacral center of power, and they can build whatever they want to, because they have this power. But you, 23 or 22% of projectors, you please watch them. You watch them and you help them. You let them see what they cannot see while they are working, and this is harmony, just an example.
I had one question. Martina, when you were talking about the Feng Shui principles and getting in touch with the nature, as well as how we orchestrate our home, do you actually let us, when I'm talking with you now, you can only see a part of our living room, but do you actually go into letting you view where our workspace is, or do we just talk about that and you give us some ideas? How does that work? Is it visual, or is it verbal, or both?
It depends on part of level, then how far you are with this, because at the beginning it's about knowing Pakwa, which is like really basic methodology for direction, and feel the direction, and feel this young energy, this light and morning, and just have fun, and yin energy. Oh, I need to relax. I want to read. I want to go sleep. So this is the beginning, to understand these energies, that they support each other. And then about this, how to really, what directions for of aid works for me, the way that supports me, and then for that they are not supporting me, but I need them also if there's too much of me, So in the basic level, we will work with this. And then if someone wants to go on higher level, it will be, but of course, you can start to create your space and your environment by all these basic but needed and very useful principles. And then who wants to go like really more deep, it will be like really about creating what we call Pajai. And Pajai is a method, philosophy, in fact, that really directly goes to your Mingwa, which is your number as an element in Feng Shui. So it needs to, and this is very nice. Chinese, they always say, the best things are at the end, because there is a way they were, built. And that's the reason why a lot of like really Feng Shui houses, they have no like direct way to home, from car to home, but they have this curly way, because first what you should see is your garden. It's the piece of earth that start your life. And you should stop and go not directly and fast, but go slowly and slow down your energy. So everything in Feng Shui makes sense, kind of, and it's really nice to learn.
Oh, so beautiful. That's a beautiful tidbit of information and understanding in design. Huh. Wow. Curved driveways, curved pathways, gardens in the front.
Yeah. Thank you, Martina. We do have a small garden in the front before our patio. But I would love to extend. I love flowers and gardens. So thank you, Martina.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, Renee. We have 5 more minutes. So what, this is just, I cannot believe that time is running so fast. So what did I forget answer to you, or you are interested, or you would like to know? If there is something like this.
Okay, I have a question for you. Tell us about why you actually created the school.
I just wanted to put all this under one umbrella. And I really love the term life design for it, to complete these 3 pillars in one way, that it's like human design, coaching, and Feng Shui. And I would love to create a community and space for people to have the place to come and meet and share. And also to have a project that can be really spread and work all around the world. So it has some name, and people can come in and share. So it's like my lifelong journey, because I've been studying all this like many years. And I was just thinking, would it be too bad or maybe sad if people will not have a chance to taste it, all over the world. So that's kind of reason, like part of new age, new community, new humanity, to help create, let's say, peaceful and harmonious society full of self-confident people, knowing them who they are, owning their gifts and talents. This is what I think is important.
Beautiful. And how can we support and help you in ensuring that your school, that this important school that you've created, not only gets off the ground, but flourishes? How can we support you?
Oh, this is a beautiful question. Let's, by your impulses or an invitation, plant the seeds and just talk about what you feel that is very close to your heart, because this is important, not to promote we here, but really by examples, people get the best. So if I have some great experience with something, what works, and I share, that really makes value and difference for others. So if you want to support me, just share it this way as you feel it is the best way. And if we will together have people like really wanting to enjoy this energy into the September course, that's also the way.
Wonderful. That's
Thank
really wonderful. You're welcome. Any closing remarks from any of our beautiful guests here today, Elena?
I think one of the things that comes to me, and as you were saying about doing it in English and why she's doing it in English, I think we're watching, there's a few of us in Antwerp. I think, Renee, you're in America, right? You're in Canada, Martina's in Czech. And as Martina and I met on a coaching program, is doing this kind of work, becoming vulnerable, moving out of the ego, really creates a bridge between different countries and different cultures and different people, where we actually realize that we're just all similar. We're all individuals, but we're all similar, and we can kind of connect. And I think, well, we can connect. And I think that's what creates a beautiful synergy.
Yeah, and I love word synergy, because it is all about, we cannot do anything by only ourselves. We need each other, to hold their hand. And sometimes someone is stronger, the other is someone else is stronger, someone is, this is energy. And no matter if people believe or not believe in anything, it's just here. And it is the just fact, thousands and thousands here, collaboration. Or how did people eat like 2000 ago and, with this mammoth? No one just did it. It's a It's still no matter if we are Homo sapiens and, in this innovative age. Not at all. We need each other. So just let's bring this energy to the world. And what I really like on these kind of connections, it's for people who really wants to grow and are open-minded and are vulnerable to fail, because it's not for perfect people. We are not perfect. We are here to have a safe space to be vulnerable and grow from this space.
And you
That's
definitely provide that, Martina. So
That's beautiful. Yeah, to be safe, to grow, to succeed, to pick ourselves up when things don't go the right way, like the beginning, to get our, and here we are. I really feel the energy of the promise of wonderful days ahead and tremendous learning for so many. So Martina, I want to thank you for being brave and soldiering through and bringing the beauty of what it is that you're doing to this conversation today.
I thank you, Marie. Thank you for your amazing, providing, facilitating all these questions that give this drive. And you all, because you are active, you are bringing this energy here. So I couldn't be here alone. See, if you are there, I see your beautiful faces and I feel your beautiful energy. That this conversation can be like this. So just thank you much for joining. And for you others who are watching the recording, I will just remind that this is first time when we are really talking like internationally about what is life design with you matter, meaning, because you really matter. So first hour, we're done.
Well done.
Thank you all.
Tina.
thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you.
Yep. See you soon.
Bye. See you
See you all soon. Bye.
Soon.